I once picked up 121 new buildings in 1 year using this strategy of marketing. Marketing and sales, the very lifeblood of every business, whether it be a product or a service. And again, all comes down to integrity where sales is concerned, because you only buy from people you like. And if you're bullshitting in any way, they will find you out. You're done. You've got 5 seconds to make an impression on a potential customer or you're toast. Now, the difference between marketing and sales and marketing is putting out a system to draw in leads. Sales is converting those leads into paying jobs. So I liken it to the marketing strategy is like a trawler. If you get a huge fishing boat, a trawler, they put out these monstrous great nets and they catch all of the fish, like thousands and thousands of fish in one go. What I do is I put out a number of small nets and they all perform a function. The same as a huge trawler net, but lots of different nets. And those nets are in the way of a website. So me personally, how I found out the designer to go to, I looked at companies that I admired and were doing well, looked at the bottom of the page, who was building the website, and got a quote from them. That's how I did it. That's how I got the company to build my website. You've got social media. Wow. Now, social media now is massive. You should be aiming to get on as many of the social media platforms as you can. And again, there is no shortcuts. You've got to put the time and the effort in to get on there. There are various image creating packages that you can get online, some of them free, to generate your logo, your Instagram posts, reels, Facebook posts. The best image editing and video creating package that I'm using at the moment, the one that I would recommend is Canva Pro. Sniff that out, get that, it's fantastic. All of your projects, it will adapt for the various social media platforms. As you can see, I don't ever do a script. I literally, the ideas of what I've got to tell you guys comes into my head and I just do it there and then. So just to bolt on the other image editing packages that I use and video creating tools is iMovies, InShot, Video Up for your videos, YouTube Studio and TubeBuddy. TubeBuddy's brilliant. And Freeform as well for image editing. So they're the other packages that I use. So you need to be looking at getting on Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And also not forgetting YouTube. How could I forget YouTube? They're the ones you want to be getting in. They all perform their job, and basically it's just to get brand awareness. You're creating brand awareness. So you've got your website, you've got your social media, and then you've got your stationery. Now, as I've previously explained, I have flyers. I don't use business cards. So whenever people come to me and, excuse me, mate, you got a business card? No. What I do is I've got these 3. Right? So these are the 3 flyers that I hand out. And all A5, nice manageable size, so they can fold them up, put them in the pocket. This one here is a general flyer. Obviously my business name on there, not bullies. That's me. And so that's got images. Pictures speak 1,000 words. So there's just five images there of some of the services that we provide. and a brief resume of us with all your web address, your number, contact number, etc., etc. So that one, they'll get that one. They'll get this one, which is the gutter vacuum jobby. Now, when we purchased the Skyvac, we've got a couple of Skyvacs. When we purchased them, you can order flyers. They make up flyers for you and adapt them to your business with your business details on them. So that's fantastic. I mean, that is a superb service that they provide at Skyvac. And so there you go. There's our Skyvac gutter vacuum flyer. Then this is my right way up. Yep, UPVC. Wow, sounded fantastic in my head. That is our UPVC washdown flyer. And this one, what I do quite often now is I used to get the printer company to do them, that does my invoice and what. Now I do them on Vistaprint. So I go out, take a load of snaps, edit them on my image editing package, and then send them off and create my flyers, and Vistaprint will print off 4 billion for about a tenner. I mean, it's not that, but it's bloody good value. So that is the 3 flyers that I will hand out to potential customers. Also, my notification slips. I have notification slips for just about every eventuality. And they are here. Right, one here. If I'm putting a price up, I will put this price revision notification slip through, explaining what we're doing and how they're valued customers and this, that, the other. Fantastic. A5 again, nice manageable size. This is a quote sheet. As you can see, Pareto principle, 80-20 rule again. I quote them for everything on the first go. If they haven't texted me or emailed me or WhatsApped me images, I will physically go and look at the job and then put one of these through the door with the 3 flyers. Other than that, I'll just text them the quote. But this is the quote sheet that I would use. Here we have, if we're binning a customer, there will come times when you'll pick up, you have a steady stream of new work and it's more and more profitable, and certain jobs become not cost effective to do. So this is a very polite way of letting the customer know that their job is no longer cost effective and you don't wish to do it anymore. You have to notify customers of everything, because it's just bad. It's bad manners, it's ignorant, it's just shit if you don't notify the customers of what's going on. This is one where if a customer moves and then someone else purchases the property, we put the 3 flyers through with this, and it's welcoming them to their new home, letting them know that we've provided a service for the previous owners for a number of years, and do they wish to retain our services. Again, a fantastic notification. Pick up so many more jobs from that, because people get in, they're all over the place, it's traumatic moving, the dust settles, they look at this, yeah, we'll go for that. 9 times out of 10, the previous customer, they'll recommend us anyway and leave their number, but that just cements it. So that's it. That's my notification slips. A quote sheet, price revision, welcome to your new home. Do you want to retain our services? You're binned. So notification slips for everything. You have to have it. So each one of those would, apart from the being binned one, you would pop in the 3 flyers. So you've got marketing strategy, all your nets, you've got your website, you've got all your social media platforms, and you've got your notification slips. Now, also invoices. When I get my invoices printed, I have all of what's on these flyers basically on the invoices. So all our list of services, etc., on our invoices. And I've also got a lovely little do you know what? I can't think of what it's bloody called now. Anyway, on all of our invoices, my website, on all the stationery, I have excellence is the sum of many small things superbly done. So that's just a lovely little, and that sums us up. We just do all the little bits and pieces that 99.9% of the others can't be bothered to do. And we do that. And I put it in that. Excellence is the sum of many small things superbly done. And also not forgetting the cheapest form of marketing, advertising, is your van. Coming up with a fantastic logo and great graphics and getting that put on your vehicle, and then with your corporate clothing, and then you just look fabulous. So not forgetting your vehicle. Yes, your vehicle with really nice graphics and cheapest form of advertising. That's marketing. That's a lot of work. You're constantly on it. But when you get used to it, particularly if you've got a smartphone, it's constant work, but it's so easy on a smartphone. Everything's on there. All your image editing packages, the whole lot. You can just constantly tinker and do 99.9% of your stuff on your smartphone. Sales comes down to integrity. As I said before, you've got 5 seconds. You know, how many times has someone come to your house to do something, a job, you've opened the door and thought, don't fucking like him. Do you know? And that's how it is. That's how quick it is. So within seconds, a potential customer can work out whether they like you or not. They want to deal with you. You only buy from people you like. I know I keep repeating that, but you only buy from people you like. And it's integrity, integrity, integrity. That will shine through. They'll see that in you. And you'll only have to talk for a few seconds and they will think, yep, the dude knows what he's on about. He's credible. I'll give you a small example. Years ago, you'll see everything when you're doing this job. You'll turn up at properties and bless them, they've just been burgled. They've been there dusting for prints and all that stuff. And it does happen. I basically got asked with one of my lads to go to Crown Court. Some guy stole 120 grand's worth of jewellery from our customer, and he did three jobs that morning. He stole hundreds of thousands of pounds worth of jewellery. He was a real professional. He stole to order. And I'm going to cut a very long story short. It went on for a long time. Police coming, taking statements and all that stuff. It cost me hundreds of pounds in lost revenue because the CPS would only pay up to £90 a day for what the revenue I was losing. And I lost hundreds of pounds with them, keep coming and bothering me. Anyway, so we had to go to Crown Court, and it came down to a fingerprint on a window. And obviously, if you've watched the How Bully Became a Window Cleaner thing, I explained about my autism and my memory and stuff like that. It's a photographic memory. Rain Man. You don't fuck with Rain Man's memory. And anyway, so I've gone to court with my lad, and I've got the bucket and all my kit, my pole, everything in the courtroom. It is fucking surreal. And I'm in this room, the courtroom, and the guy's defence spent about 20 minutes, maybe more, it seemed like forever, attacking me and attacking my records. And he couldn't beat me because I was just quick fire. I remembered everything, every detail. And it came down, they had one last throw of the dice. And it was, how come this particular job is entered on the worksheet at the end of this day, and then it's on the worksheet for the beginning of the following day? And what I said was, well, if you would check the Met Office weather report for that week, you'll notice that at 4 o'clock in the afternoon on that day, it came in with heavy thundery showers. So we left that job and we booked it in for 8 a.m. on the following day. That's why it's on. If you look through the worksheet, you'll see that happens quite often with the British weather. Boom, we had him. Get down, 6 years. Okay, so that people get to hear about things like that. No one else would go. The internal cleaner wouldn't go. The gardener wouldn't go. No one wanted to know. But I thought, yeah, we'll do that. Get the tow rag put away. So that's what I'm talking about, integrity. All over the years, those things that you do, people get to hear of things like that, and it just builds your integrity, so that it's just, you know, your reputation, you're rock solid. So it's all down to creating that trustworthy and genuine impression within 5 seconds. And the court appearance, what I'm trying to get across, the point I'm trying to get across by telling you about the court appearance, was that basically when you are telling the truth, you just have no fear, and it's free flowing, you know. And if you watch the crims when they're up on, you know, being interrogated, they're having to consciously think and think and think. When you're telling the truth, it's just bang, 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 quick fire. So that's basically how people can tell whether you're genuine or not. You're quick fire with your replies. So that's the point I was trying to get across by mentioning the court case, guys. That's key. So marketing your trawler net. The fishermen will use one big huge net. We use lots of small nets. Website, all your social media platforms, flyers, notification slips, invoices, right? And then you in your van, looking fabulous, all written up in corporate clothing. Job done. Takes time, but you'll do it. Just stick at it, stick at it, stick at it. And as I said, one particular year, we picked up 121 jobs in 1 year. Next year, we picked up 119 on this strategy. So it works. It works. Sales, it's all down one-on-one contact, personable contact. So 5 seconds, they're either going to buy from you or tell you to fuck off. So you have to, if you're, I mean, believe it or not, I'm quite an introvert. But you have to, if you're a naturally miserable fucker, sullen, you got to change. You got to work on your character. You only buy from people you like. First impressions, dude. I know I'm completely keep going on at this. You got to learn to smile. You got to develop a sense of humor, and you have to be personable. If you're a miserable fucker, snap out of it. Learn how to fucking switch it on and off. Don't be miserable when you're in front of people. Be amiable. Chat, you know, learn how to strike up a conversation. Find common ground. You have to change your character. You have to change your character and become a better version of yourself to be able to succeed in life, not just in business. So learn how to smile. And trust me, a smile and a joke can get you a long way. But yeah, you've got 5 seconds or else you're going to get binned. So, right. Cheers, guys, for listening. If you enjoy what I'm putting out here, please subscribe. It really helps me and it gives me a hell of a buzz. Whenever I get a new subscriber, I'm like, yes, you know, I can help someone else. Because that's all I want to do. I want to help all you youngsters out there. You know, as I've said in my first video, I've made every mistake you can imagine. I'm there now. I've done it and know how to do it. So I want to just put this out to you. Anything that you're unsure of, just give me a direct message and I can answer any of your questions that way. But over time, there will be videos covering everything in detail, you know. So anyway, thank you very much for listening, guys, and I'll speak to you next time. I've got to go back to work now. It's stopped raining. See you later.